Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about files, how we are going to write in a file, how we are going to read a file, how we are going to append a file, and how we are going to both read and write in a file, and all the things about exceptions and some regular expression also we are going to discuss in this video. Also, this was our last video of our Python programming course. Okay, after this video our course will be ended here because we covered all the part of Python. So let's start this video. So at the very first you can see that here a code was written. What this code denote? This code denote that this was a code for writing in a file. Okay, so let's see how the thing will be written here. We are writing write open. Okay, with open, open is a function, inbuilt function in Python. Also, we discussed too many inbuilt function in Python. So this was the one of them. Okay, open. This is used for open a file. Okay, so we are writing with then open. After that, we are going with name of the file. So name of the file is what? Name of the file is here example.txt. Txt was the extension. Okay, example.txt was our file. And what we are going to do? We are going to simply write in this file. For writing in the file, we are using W. Okay, we are using W for writing in any file. So that's why as a file it's a important thing, do not miss anything. So because it's a part of its syntax. After that we are going with file dot to write. Okay, what is file dot write? File dot write means we are going to write in a file. That's why file dot write, and what we are going to write in the file, those things will written here. Okay, you can see that after in the parenthesis you are writing hello world. Why hello world is there? Because we want to write the thing or write a hello world in our program. Okay, simply at the very first we are open our file name is example.txt. After that what we are going to do, we are writing in this file. Okay, write as file. Okay, after that what we are going to write, file dot write hello world means that we are going to write hello world in our file. So that's why hello world was there. Okay, after that a comment was there. What this want to say? This command want to say you that a file is automatically closed here. What it means? It means that after performing writing operation, okay, this code is for writing file. Okay, writing in any file. So after writing the thing means after writing in the file hello world, what the thing was after this? So after writing, you can simply say that file is automatically closed. Means that you don't need to close the file. It will be automatically closed. Okay, simple one. Okay, now let's discuss in more detail how we are going with read, what is open, what is write, what is append, what is read and write both. Okay, so this thing, let's discuss is this thing first. So now here you can see that file handling, let's code. Here you can see that built-in function we are going to use, which was uh, open. Okay, this open is our building function. You can simply see that this is a building function. Okay, although this was highlighted, so let me erase this. Now you can see that this is building function which was open. Okay, open is a building function in Python used to open any text file. Okay, the text file is stored data as decoded character string. Okay, using UTF-8. What is UTF-8? I am discussing after this slide. Okay, so simply you can say that open we are going to use in our file to open any file. Okay, how the syntax of the open? The syntax of open, you can simply see that here syntax was written here. You can see that we are creating a variable named as file underscore object. This was the variable, not a problem. Okay, after that operator was there which was equal to operator. Then what we are going to do, we are going to simply write our function. What is the function name? function name is open, and you know that this is the important if you are writing function. So that's why this was there. And after that we are going with the file name. Gives to at a very first parameter, you can say that we are passing the name of our file. What is the name of file? You can simply see that here the name of file is example.txt or anything like computer.abc or anything. The name of file we are going to pass at the very first. uh, okay, after that what we are going to do, we are going to after a comma we are going to write our mode. What is the mode? So let's discuss this. What is mode? So mode is four type. First mode is R. Okay, R means read. We are going to read the file. Okay, and second is W. W means we are going to write in a file. The thing we are performing here is W. Okay, and after that A was there. A was there, and then R plus was there. So this all are the four mode. Okay, though in the mode we are going to write R, W, A, R plus anything. Okay, any single thing at a time. Okay, make sure that this thing. After passing name of file, we are going to pass the of mode. Means we are going to open this file in writing mode, reading mode. Append mode means adding something, pointing to end of the file. This thing. Okay, and read and write thing, both, for both read and write. Okay, so this thing we are going to pass in the mode. Now let's discuss what is R. R means I can tell you that uh, R means read. Okay, means that we are going to open the our file in read mode only. Means you are not able to perform any change in this. We are going to simply read the file. Okay, default error if the file does not exist. Means that if we are going to give a file name, let it be file name. Okay, and mode will be R, and if the file will be not exist, what you are which type of error you are getting? So the error is default. Okay, default error. Here you can see that default error we are getting. Why this error we are getting? Because if the file does not exist, means the file was not existing, you are getting default error. Okay, simple one. Now let's talk about R. Okay, why we are going to use R? R is for writing. Although you can say, we are going to this example we have discussed, but let's see once again what is write. Write help to create a not a create, open the file in write mode, and you can make change in the file. You can write anything that you want in the file. Okay, so create a new file or truncate an exist one. Means that in the writing mode you are opening any file. If the file is not existed, so what will be it give you? It not gives you any type of error. It will gives you a new file. Okay, in write mode you can say that if file will not exist in your system, it will gives you error. But in writing mode, if file was not there, it will be our compiler will automatically created a new file. Okay, in our system. So create a new file or truncate an existing one. Okay, if the file will be existing, means if the file is there in the system, so what the write will do? Write will be used to truncate, means change the thing, write the thing. Okay, so this thing we are going with the write. And now discuss about append, which was we are for appending we are writing A. Okay, for appending any file we are going to write what? We are going to write A. So pointer at the end of file, create it if missing, means that it will be pointing to the file, and if the file was missing, it will be create the file. Okay, simple thing was that. Simply like in the write, the file will be automatically created if not exist. The same thing was also here. If the file will be not exist, it will be created the new file. And if the file will be existed, then what the thing will be happened here? the append will be performed here, and the what the thing will be performed in the append. In the append you can see the say that simply the thing you want to append in the file means add in a file, you can simply append the thing, means add the thing. Okay, and the last was the r plus. What is r plus? We will discuss about r. Okay, w a, then what is r plus? R plus means simply R represent read. Okay, and what is plus? Plus means write. Okay, means read and write both we are going to perform. So how we are going to perform read and write both? Using in the mode we are going to write R plus. R plus we are going to write. So it's mean that we want to both open the file with both thing, permission of both thing, to read the file and write the file. Okay, so both operation on the same handle means that uh, if any file was there, so if you open the file in read r plus mode, means that read and write you want to do anything that you want. Okay, in the file, simple thing was there. Okay, so now this all are the four mode in our file, text file. So now let's see the example of this all the things. So here with statement. Okay, using with statement actually close to the file even if exception occur. Okay, if so let's see here, you can see that with here we are writing with, so it's mean that with was the important part, with and then open. Open we are what thing we are going to open? We are going to example.txt we are going to open, and which mode? In write mode as a file. So file dot write hello world, so hello world will be written in the file. Although we will discuss this one. Now let's see the another. So here you can see that we have a text. Okay, line 1 backslash n was there. Okay, means that the another line we are going to take here. After that f was there, and in the f variable what we are going to do, we are going to simply open node.txt. Make sure that the file is the end with .txt, .py, .csv. These all are the extension. Okay, line ending with this type of extension is known as the file, you can say simply. Okay, so we are going to open notes.txt, and after that r was there, means we are going to open the file in the write mode. Simple thing was there. Now what we are going to do, after this thing we are going to see writing to a file, how we are going to write thing to a file, although we are seeing with a small type of example. Okay, now let's discuss this thing in the more clear way. Okay, so here you can see that use write. Okay, we are using write function. Here you can see that we are using w for write, a for append, r for write, r for read, sorry, and r plus for read and write. So now here what we are going to do, we are going with writing to a file, means using write function. Okay, it's a write, write, not rigst, write. Okay, make sure that this thing for a single string or write line. Okay, of for a list we are going to use this. Neither add new line automatically, it will be not added new line automatically, and write only accept string. So number needed string or f string. Okay, so you know that what is a string and what is a string. We discussed this thing in our uh, data type series. Okay, data type video. So we are creating here line 1, then backslash, and it gives you new line, then line 2 and line 3 was there. Okay, after that what we are going to do, we are going to with open our file, which file? Data.txt, then in which mode? Write mode as f. Okay, why as f was there and here as f as file was there? Because you can see that close the file we are going to do, and here we are going as file, okay, a writing line. That's why the F was there. Now let's see that what the performance we are going to do with this file. So make sure that we are writing here F or file, anything we are going to write here. But the thing to be noticed here, the thing we are going to write in the place of this, the same thing will be written here also. Okay. So F dot write, we are going to do the this type of performance. So F dot write header line, and right line was lines. Okay. So now let's take a example for this with a data type, with not a data type, with some value. Okay, so here you can see that score equal to 95 and name is Alice. Okay, we are going with f dot write score. It gives you type error. Okay, so why it gives you type error, how the thing if it gives you type error, how we are going to write? So the correct way to write this thing is, here you can see that f dot write name plus, okay, name plus score, and after that again plus was there, then str score. Why the thing was like that? Because you know that only string type will be printed, this thing will be written here. Okay, so some key rule was there. What are the key rule? Means write a string. Write a single string to the file. Okay, we are going to write the single string to the file by using this thing. And write line list means write a list to string. For writing list, we are using write line. Okay, does not insert a new line between the automatically. Okay, in write mode it will be automatically gives you new line, but in write line it will not gives you automatically new line. If you want a new line, then you have to write backslash n for new line. Okay, and str and f string, you know this thing. Okay, so now let's see reading from a file, how we are going to read the thing from a file. So for you know that for reading file from a new file, what we are going to do? We are going to simply read size, read line, and read lines. These three things was there for reading a file. Reading, okay, reading from a file. We are going to use three things. Okay, these are the three main method we are going to use for read data from an open file object. Okay, so here you can see that we are writing with. Make sure that the syntax you must follow. Do not skip any part of syntax. Okay. With open data.txt means the file name, and r is the method mode, not a method mode, as f. Okay. So content dot f dot read means that we are going to read. Print content means read whole file. For, okay, means that what the read size will do, what, why we are using read size. Okay, not size, leave this size. Why we are using only read? Because reads the entire file. To, if you want to read the entire file, we are going to use read only. Okay, and if you want to why this was for loop was there. Okay, let's see. With open data.txt and r mode means write mode as f. For line in f, print line dot strip. Okay, this is a memory efficient iteration. Okay, so it's mean that the file, the value of the starting name of file will be first added in line 1, then line then next line another value of f was there, then in, so you know the how loop will be work for loop, so this thing will be there. And after that we are going with a line dot strip means that it thing will be stripped. Okay, the thing will be printed is in stripped. So this example of this two was not there, so let's see this thing, what was the read line and what was read lines. Okay, so for read line, why we use read line? Read line is used to read a single line. Okay, read a simple, normally read was used for reading whole file, and read was and readline is used for reading a single line. And why read lines was there? Because if you want to read all line and return them as a list of string, okay, so that's why we are using read lines. Simple thing was there. After that you can see that dictionaries, okay, sorry, not dictionary, directories, okay, a directory was there. What is directory? So in simple word you can say that to manage folder, or you can also say that Python provide the building function OS module for the directory of the thing, okay, for writing directory. So you can see that here os dot get cwd, this was a function, and os.mkdir, this was also a function, and os.lstdir, this was also a function, and os.path.join, this was also the function. So let's discuss all these things. Okay, so why get cwd was there? To get current working directory, means that the directory, it will provide you those directory which we are currently working on, the those on the directory. This directory will give our come as a output. Okay, and what is mkdir? Mkdir will be create a new directory, means that if you want to create a directory, so what we are going to do, we are going to simply os.mkdir, and after that folder name we are going to provide. Okay, so that's why you can see that here folder name was there. Okay, means that here we are going to pass the folder name that you want to give as a directory. Okay, so this is a way to create directory, this is a way to working on the current directory. And now let's discuss list directory. Okay, means list dir, os dot list dir, this will be clarify as a name list was there, it means that list all file and a folder in the current directory. Okay, it will be listing the file, you can simply say this thing. Okay, and folder in the current directory. And what is a path join? You know that what is join. Okay, so it is simple to understand. uh, Intelligently a join path component, means that it will be if the path was like if the path of file is like a path was there, and after that inside the path another file was there, and inside this file our expected file was there that we are going to take. So how we are going to write this? For writing this we are going with os dot os was there. Okay, means operating system, os, then dot, after that path, means path of this, after that join, means we are going to join all the part, this all the part will be joined together. Okay, for this thing we are using os dot part dot join. Okay, you can simply see that here how we are going to use this. What is os, how we are going to write os? So as I told you, os is a module. So if it is a module, you have to import os. Okay, at the starting of our program we are going to import os. Okay, so here you can see that import os was there. After that current dir was there. Why current dir? Means that it will be a simple variable, nothing was in this. Okay, not any concept in current underscore dir. Okay, and what we are going to do here, here you can see that os dot get cwd. I will tell you what is cwd. Cw is the for get the current working directory. Okay, for getting current directory we are using get cwd. That's why if you are writing cwd here, it means that if you call this, means if you are going to print this current directory, this variable, so it will gives you working directory, current working directory. Okay, and creator directory if it's not exist. Okay, so it will be create let's see how the thing will be created if it will not exist. So for this we are writing here if not os dot path dot exist, means it the file will be not exist. Okay, the simple things this line want to say you. Okay, and we are writing the new file, new folder. Okay, this was the name of a folder, and after that os.mkdir, a new file was there. Simple thing was that. Now let's see what is pickling. Okay, what is pickling? Pickling was a you can see that pickling was a module. No, pickling was the thing convert a Python object hierarchy into a bits. Okay, it will be what is pickling? Pickling will convert a Python object hierarchy into a bytes stream. Okay, and what is unpickling? Unpickling is you can see that the definition was written here for pickling and for unpickling. Okay, so module was a pickle. Okay, pickle. This was a module, means this was the library, you can say that. Okay, so for writing, if we want to write the thing using pickle, we have to import pickle first. So that's why I'm writing import pickle, pickle. Make sure the spelling was correct. Okay, and that's after that we are going with data equal to name John, age is 30, and score was 80, 90, and 100. Okay, and pickling saving. Here we are pickling the data, means open data dot pickling wb was there. Why w is b was there? Wb is for binary writing. Okay, and rb for binary reading. Okay, so you can see that here rb was there and wb was there. Wb represent to write in binary mode, and rb means to read in binary mode. Okay, here the thing was important thing was that we are dealing with binary thing. Okay, not with normally read write. Okay, now let's try expect block. The try expect block. What is try expect block? You can see understand this thing in this using this example. A try was there. Okay, after that this was a syntax. Okay, so don't worry about what the thing was written. It was nothing, it was just a syntax how the thing will be written. So try was there, then the code that might raise an exception. Okay, this thing the thing, if you think that this will gives you exception, those things we are writing in try. Okay, so try this. Okay, the simple thing was there, and after that accept was there, then exception type was there, and the code for this thing also was in the written here. How the flow worked, let's see this thing. So you can see that here the flow was given here. You can see that simply try raise code run was there. Okay, means you can simply risky code runs we are going to in the try, write the thing in the try, and if an error is raised, for jump to accept. Okay, it will jump to, if it will gives you it will give you error. If it rise error, it will do what? It will be come to this, and it will, if it will not gives you error, no error, then it will be come here and no error. Okay, so the thing will be work like that. Okay, now let's just see handling a specific expression. What is handling sorry, what is handling a specific exception? It's just a zero division error and a file not found error. Okay, these are the two type of error which was in handling a specific exception. Okay, remember the name of this both thing, zero division error, and another one was a file not found error. Why division error was zero division error was occur? Because division, if the number we are going to divide by 0, it will gives you division at zero division error. You can see that here we are going to try numerator 10, denominator 0. You know that denominator will never be 0. Okay, so if denominator is 0, it will gives you a zero division error. Okay, and that's this side you can see that open a missing file. If you want to open a missing file, it will gives you file not found error. So file name was simply here not exist underscore file dot txt. This is the name of file, nothing was this. Okay, after that try was there, with open file name was there, then r, sorry, r as f, the same thing was written here. Then we are accept file not found error. Okay, why we are getting this, why we expect this? Because you know that the file was not there in the operating system, in our system it will gives you this thing. Okay, and we are writing sorry, the file name does not exist. Okay, so the thing was like that only. And you can see that the else block. What is the else block? Also there was a else block in try except. Okay, sorry, try except was also contain else block. So let's see how we are going to write the else block. Simply the thing we are writing in if else, if elif else block, the similarly we are using else also here. Simple thing, simple thing was there. Wait a second. So now you can see that here simply I am writing try here, try number taking input integer from the number except to value error. If it raise value error, what we are going to print? We are going to print this is a, this is not a number. Okay, and else we are going to print this thing. Okay, you enter ye number was there, the number you are going to let it be 5. So this will be not applicable, so this will be the value of then the else block will be performed, and we are going to the output will be like that, you enter 5, good job. Okay, same similar simple type of thing was there. Okay, so now the thing was you can see that here a common match character and a special sequence character. Okay, so what is this thing? This thing was a you can say that this thing was related to this match function. Okay, so what is match function? Match function, in we are using a rematch. Okay, we are using rematch. Check for a match only at the beginning of the string. If the pattern is found elsewhere, match return none. Okay, the simple line was there. I think you understand this thing. Okay, we are going to return this was the way a match object if successful, none otherwise. Okay, otherwise none was there. So what the module, what new module, which module we are going to use here? Here we are using re. Okay, so import re was there. After that we are writing uh, pattern, then our python. Okay, and then text one, what is our text one? Python is fun. Then text two is I love python. Okay, this thing was there. And what is our case one? So case one is like match one rematch. Okay, means we are going to match what we are going to match. We are going to match pattern and text one. If it will match, what we are going to print? If match one was it means if match one means it was true, it gives you output as a true, its result is true, then what we are going to print? We are going to print match found at start. Okay, at a very starting in our text one we found this thing. Okay, so it will be print this thing. If it was not there, what the thing was printed? So so if the thing was not there, we are going to print no match at the starting. Okay, this thing we are going to print if the thing will be not matched. And here match 2 was also there. You can see that rematch pattern with text 2. If match 2, then print match found. Okay, so let's check is it match. At the very first we are going to check with text 1, which is our python is fun. Okay, uh, python is fun was there. Python is fun was there. Start with python, match found at the start. Okay, so you can see that we have the match will be founded at here at the starting. Python was at the start, it will be here. Okay, So what it means? It means this condition was true and it still gives you output. So output was this, correct. So this if block will be run and the condition was true. So this will be the our output. And now it will be checking the pattern text2 means I love Python. Okay, the second text is I love Python. So it will be check this thing. So Python appear later in the string. We are going to check the thing at the starting, not in the later. Okay, so that's why this was the false. Simple thing was there. Okay, that's all from my side. We are covered all the thing, all the concept of file handling. Okay, how we are going to read file, how we are going to write file, what is exception, this all thing we discussed in this video. Thank you everyone.